Assalamu alaikum. Today we are visiting from New Jersey. This is Suha, and we're going to be sharing her grandmother's recipe for shabdeg. Her name is Abdul Basit. Shabdeg is basically consistent of goat meat or beef kind meat and turnips. And this is 2 pounds of meat right here. We have goat meat. We have 3 tomatoes, a few green chilies. We have 6 turnips. We have 1.5 teaspoon of red chilies, 1.5 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of turmeric. We have half a teaspoon of garam masala, and we have 1 large onion. And we can use a half a cup of oil in this recipe.
Assalamu alaikum. If you like my easy, simple and yummy recipes, please press the subscribe button to see my cooking channel for totally free. So let's see what is cooking in my kitchen for you today.
Okay. So now we're just going to cut the ends off like this. And then take a peeler, and peel all the outside peel off very easily.
Easy.
Soha.
Soha's learning how to cook as well today. She's very interested in learning her grandmother's recipe. Okay, so now we take the peel
And take the thing.
and we cut this into 4 slices.
1,
1,
2,
2, like
3.
this. So now it's 4 pieces,
No.
just like this.
2.
So now we are slicing the onions. Basically, you want to get it as thin as possible as you can.
Yeah.
So,
Ooh, it looks like a
as
rainbow.
my mother always says, try to slice the onions as thin as possible.
And it looks like a rainbow.
Super thin, but as thin as possible, just like this. You can stick them. So we are now adding the oil, which is about a half a cup. We are adding the onions and the garlic into the pan. It's about 6 cloves.
Yeah.
We're gonna chop the ginger super fine,
And
we're gonna use this at the end, very end. So basically you wanna keep chopping it until it becomes super fine.
Yeah. It's gotta keep chopping and chopping. It's gotta keep chopping.
And
big.
this is using the chopping knife. That will be
It's a big chop.
easier for me to use than the other knives for making this super fine. 5 to 6 cloves of garlic. We're going to use these as is.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're sauteing the onions and the garlic all together. We're going to bring it down to a light golden color, and then we'll go from there and then add in the meat. So you can see these are a medium golden brown color. Now we're going to add the meat into this. And we're going to start sauteing. Use my and lightly fry the meat
Lightly fry.
on medium heat.
On medium heat.
So I fried the meat and the onions for about 6 to 7 minutes. Now you see that it's fried. Everything is the same color, and we are going to add the spices at this time. And mix it up all together. Now we're going to add the tomatoes in. It's just been 2 minutes since we've added the meat. Mixed everything together. And now we're going to start sauteing this for a little bit. we're adding the water from the kettle. It's about a cup of water. And we're gonna give it a good stir, cover it, and let it simmer. So we added a cup of warm water from the kettle, and now we're gonna cover it, leave it on medium to low heat, and let it simmer until everything is mixed up real well. All the tomatoes are soft, so give it about 20 to 25 minutes. Okay, so it's been 25 to 30 minutes. The meat is pretty tender now. And now we're gonna basically dry out the water and keep sauteing this. Now the oil has separated, and you can see the oil is separated from the sauce, the tomato sauce. This is an indication that we should add the turnips now. Add everything in, mix it up, give it a good stir. And green chilies have been added as well. Make sure you give it a good stir. Okay, so now we're just stir frying the veggies, which are the turnips and the meat together. Once we have fried them and everything is nice and mixed up, then we're going to add 6 cups of water, and we're going to close it, let it simmer for about 35 to 40 minutes until everything is nice and mixed together. Adding 6 cups of water. Mix it up. And we're just gonna put the lid on. Boil for about 40 minutes. So we have a quarter of a teaspoon carom seeds, they're whole. We have a half a teaspoon of cumin seeds, they're whole, and another one which is a coriander seed. These are whole as well, and these are a tablespoon. Okay. So we're gonna add all of these to the coffee grinder and grind them together. Not completely fine, they're just a little fine. So we're adding them into the dish now, the pan, mixing them together. And it's just about 15 more minutes. We're gonna let it boil. Cover it back up. After 45 minutes, we're going to start mashing the turnips with the masher, kind of separate the meat and the turnips and start mashing the turnips. Not too hard, very softly until they break up. So this is dry fenugreek leaves. We're just going to rub them in our hands and break them and just mix them into the pan. Then we're going to add our garam masala at the end. And we've already added our chopped up ginger. And there you go. This is the end. You can add your chopped up cilantro if you like to this. And ready to serve. Okay, so our turnips with goat meat is ready. In other words, shabdig. And we have some flatbread, and we can eat that with flatbread. Everything is ready to go. I hope you enjoyed the recipe, and please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. Sidra will try it and see how she likes it.
It's really good.
Okay, so we passed.